Hello my angels, welcome back to another video. My name is Ro, and today it is Sunday and you're going to spend the day with me. So I have just gotten up and it is about 11:30. I don't usually get up this late, but for some reason my body yesterday and today is not having an early wake up, even though I'm going to bed the same time or like even earlier. So I've been quite tired. In fact, we walked around quite a lot yesterday in Birmingham and we actually discovered a few new places. We got introduced to a few new places by our friends who are from Birmingham. Basically, I needed the sleep. But it's fine, because today I'm having a chill day, I'm having an offline day, like don't go on your phone. I've put a message in my Patreon Discord just to say what I'm doing, just so I won't be around until the watch along this evening, because we are doing the Marvel watch along, and we'll be watching Captain America Civil War, so that's going to be fun. And today, my challenge is to read These Violent Delights. In total, I have about 7 hours from now, including... well, 7.5 hours, including eating time. And it's about 435 pages. So we're going to have a go. My Patreon live show for this is on Wednesday. So it's not the end of the world if I don't finish it, because I can do something tomorrow night and Tuesday night. So this is the book for the book club for my deity tier, which is my top tier on Patreon. So we have our own little book club and we do our own little live shows. There's about 20 to 30 of us, I think, at the moment. And yeah, there will be discussions and all that in that live show as well. But I thought I would give you my thoughts along the way in this vlog as well. So this is thanks to my patrons that I am reading this. Because I've been waiting a while to read it. And I don't know why I've been waiting, but here we are. It's happening today. I'm going to sit here for a bit in the lounge, although I would like to go outside, but it's not super sunny right now. I do have my beanbag out there. The sun has just come out, obviously. So I might sit out there for a little bit. Jord has made me toast and tea. So I'm just going to spend the morning, well, the rest of the morning, which is half an hour, reading the beginning of These Violent Delights. And you shall spend the day with me and see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. What are you playing?
Beat Star.
What's that?
It's a rhythm-based song game where you tap the tiles with the lyrics or the beats.
What, how did you discover it?
A little-known internet celebrity's other half, Bradders, was obsessed with it, and then you played it for a little bit, and then I was having a poo and I was bored, so I downloaded it.
Okay. Fascinating.
Yeah.
This is my day, everyone.
Not fully.
This is what happens in my day. Hello. Oh, I sat outside for a bit, but it's way too warm. Seriously too warm to sit outside without any breeze at all, which I usually would love, but when I'm reading, it actually makes me need to squint at the book, so it's not actually helpful for reading. Maybe more like listening to an audiobook type vibes, but I'm not listening to an audiobook, I'm reading a physical book. I am actually not that far in, considering how long I was sat out there. I'm 38 pages in, so that's not actually a lot, but it's been about, what time is it, George?
Now?
Yeah.
5 to 1.
It's 5 to 1. Yeah, I feel like I should have read more by now, but it's fine. I am actually really enjoying the writing style and I'm enjoying like the characterization. I have a feeling the plot's not going to be like super sophisticated, but then again it is just a retelling of Romeo and Juliet, so it's just a lot of like gang stuff. Which I do like, and obviously I do like East Asian fantasy in general as well. I'm a sucker for those. And I didn't realise there would be a fantasy element, so right at the beginning, like it's literally in the prologue. I don't know if it's in the synopsis, I've not read the synopsis, but there's like a monster type thing happening. So there is actually a fantasy element, which I didn't realise. I thought it would be more like Jade City, in terms of like there basically is no fantasy except for like the Jade. But then I guess maybe this is the same. It's just there's no fantasy except for like this monster type thing. So it's like fantasy elements in a historical fiction kind of thing. But I am enjoying it so far. I wouldn't say it's super slow or anything, but I've heard some people saying like around the middle of the book it does really slow down. But we shall see. We shall see how I feel. I'm really enjoying the characterization so far. I really enjoy Juliet. I'm hoping we do get some POV from Roma as well, because considering it's about both of them, I would like there to be some more from him so that we get both sides of like the love story. But there's been alluded to things happening in the past with them, which I'm interested about. And they're both 19, which is, I feel like quite old for YA. I mean, it's not old, obviously it's 19, I'm 24, like I'm older than that. But like for a YA book, I would have thought them to be maybe like 17 max. So it's actually quite interesting. I'm hoping they'll be a bit, they'll push the boat out a bit. Chloe Gong will write a bit more NA rather than YA, but I've not really heard anything about that, so who knows. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm hoping to get quite a bit more read. Probably have a ham sandwich for lunch. I'll get George to film a bit for you. Interesting, very interesting stuff. I'm having a good day. I feel like I just want to chill and read. I don't want to do anything else. And I haven't done that in a while. So it's going well. I'll speak to you later when I have a bit more of an update. Update. I've read about 100 pages of these Violin Delights. I'm actually really enjoying it so far. I think I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm hoping it doesn't slow down in the middle, but so far I'm enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the kind of allusions to past relationships and just past events that's happening. I'm enjoying the tension all around. Like it's on track for like a 4-star currently. It's going well. It's going pretty well. I keep getting distracted by Beatstar. Blame Brad, Spoops' boyfriend, and Jordan, because he also is obsessed with it now. I'm about to do my Patreon chatty live show, so that's for my top 2 tiers. Doing that from 6 till 7, and then I've got Civil War Patreon watch along from 7 till, I don't know, 9:30. It's probably about 2.5 hours, might even be 3, fucking hell. I forget how long Marvel films are. But I'm still looking forward to it. And hopefully I will also get some maybe reading done before bed. I did actually start to tidy my library again and unpack things, which is in a different vlog, which is spanning a couple of months now. But you're going to see that at some point soon, because I'm nearly finished actually unpacking everything that I own. Because stress, and I don't want to unpack, and everything like that. Oh, I've unlocked something on Beatstar, sorry. Got some wish list cards. But yeah, I'm enjoying the book. Today has been a pretty chill day. I feel pretty good. It's still early in the evening, but I'm looking forward to seeing my patrons today and having a chat with them. And I'll be doing like my May kind of schedule and stuff, and putting out polls for like book clubs for Patreon and stuff. So today's going to be a good day, I think. And during Civil War, I'll probably do some journaling, or maybe just have a quick look at some study, just nothing too strenuous. And then I'll pick up back with you guys probably during Civil War, or like just before we press play. I will see you guys later on, and I will chat to you later. Bye. Hi everyone, extremely odd angle, but it's because I'm working. It is now Monday morning and I'm having a pretty chill day. It's only 9:20, so I've only just started work, but I basically decided to turn this into a 2-day vlog because I didn't really finish off the vlog yesterday and I ended up going on Discord to talk to my friends yesterday evening instead of reading. So tonight I am actually on Patreon sprints, which means I will actually be reading these Valiant Delights. So I thought I would extend this vlog just to today and you can spend the day with me working as well if you'd like. I can't show you my screens though because it's all confidential, so you'll just have to see my little face. But I do have Mighty Vibes on in the background and I do have a candle on. And I've got my water, Mighty Vibes, and I've got some squash that I just had as well. And I do have my 2 screens, but obviously I'm not going to show you what's on them. So yeah, that is my day today. I don't usually sit at my desk. I usually sit on my couch, but I actually need to start sitting at my desk more, I think, because I get a lot more done. I'm doing tagging today, which is just adding tags to accounts. Not interesting in any way, shape or form, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. I still am only 100 pages into these Valiant Delights, but I'm hoping tonight to get quite a bit more of it done because I'm busy tomorrow evening. Well, not all of tomorrow evening, from about 4 till 6 I'm busy. But I may possibly be drinking at that 4 till 6 because it's a new starter social at work. And I don't really want to come home and read after a few drinks. I'll probably just want to sleep. Tonight is the night where I want to get a lot of it read and just focus on it instead of worrying about doing like study or anything. So I just want to get it done. So yeah, that is my day today. I'm hoping for a pretty chill day. And I will speak to you later when I have more to say. Goodbye. Hello. It is nearly the end of my workday. In fact, it actually is the end because I work through lunch. So I'm just sitting here. I feel in a really odd mood today. Like I just can't be arsed with anything. So I'm just going to sit here and maybe read some fan fiction and leave these Valiant Delights for the sprint this evening. And maybe have a bit of a break because I have about 2 hours now until sprints start. So just have a bit of alone time and just chill out in my library. And try not to be so anxious all the time. I just feel anxious in general. Nothing even really triggering it. But I just feel like I'm missing something or there's something wrong and I don't know what it is. And that's how I always feel. Mental illness. But it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to go sit in my chair and I'm just going to have a nice couple of hours to myself. I'm not doing anything that I have to do. Which technically is bad, but it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. For lunch I had a halloumi toasty, but it was just halloumi, so it was a bit too salty, so I didn't finish it. So now I'm really hungry and I really want takeaway, but I know I shouldn't because we've got HelloFresh. Plus I'm trying to save money. So I'm just gonna have to ask George to make HelloFresh a bit early because I am starving. But I'm starving for like takeaway-ish food. You know what I mean? Like something really good, like curry or something like that. But I think we've already had curry. We've had all the curry we have, which is sad. I want more curry. Guess I'll speak to you guys later. I didn't really have much of an update. I've just been doing work. That's all I've been doing. It's boring. Sucks. But this evening will be better. So I will speak to you guys later on when I have a bit more going on in my life. Hello, I'm standing up because it's the end of the day and there's light over here and Jordan's playing Overwatch, so enjoy that. I am 110 pages in currently to Lee's Valiant Delights. I'm actually really enjoying it. I really hope it stays this way. I'm currently on sprints and I thought I would just say hi because I just had dinner. It was really nice. We had HelloFresh. I should have taken a little video of it, but I forgot because that's what I'm like now these days. But yeah, really enjoying this and I'm really hoping to get a good chunk of this in tonight so I can give you some thoughts. Some more thoughts, because I've given you some already, but some more thoughts than I've already given. I'm just nesting in the corner with my sprints on. And I'm not that far in and I have 2 days to finish it and I will be at work in those 2 days. So panic time. But we want to finish and we want to get there because I'm actually enjoying it anyway. So hopefully it'll go fast in this next hour-long sprint. So yeah, see you in a bit. Good morning. Another day in paradise. It's not actually very sunny today, but it's been quite sunny the past few days. So I'm a bit gutted, but I'm in my hoodie. Usually it's too warm and I can actually wear my hoodie today. So it's Tuesday morning. I'm about to start work. I do actually have a social this evening. A work social, but it's between 4 and 6, which is like a weird time to have a social. So I'm hoping that when I get back, I actually do have like a revision thing 6 till 8, but I'm hoping when I get back after that to then continue these Violent Delights. I did actually get to about halfway last night on sprint. I got to page, I want to say 235. I am correct. Page 235. I'm really enjoying the tension between the Romeo and Juliet characters, Roma and Juliet. I'm also really enjoying, again, sorry, that was my work laptop. I'm also still really enjoying like the badassery of Juliet. And as well, I'm enjoying learning about like her Chinese name and like the struggles that she's going through. Like if she dresses like a Chinese girl, then she is looked over. But if she dresses in her kind of American flapper dress, people immediately recognize her as like the daughter of the, you know, gangster kind of thing. And someone tried ordering her around and she was like, get fucked. Shut up. I'm intrigued by the monster and like the fantasy element that's going on. I have no idea what it is and I have no idea how it could exist or what it possibly is. So I'm very intrigued by that. I will say the intrigue is quite high on this. And I just had like a ball scene where they had to like dance together and obviously they fucking hate each other and there's like stuff in the past and it was very tense and it was very good. I very much enjoyed that scene and I'm hoping there'll be a bit more tension as we go. Do I turn this into a These Violent Delights vlog? That's kind of it for now. Don't have a load more to say, but I'm hoping to get a good chunk of it done tonight. And maybe at lunchtime today, but I am showering at lunchtime today in order to go to the social later, so who knows, but yeah, I'll come back to you when I have more of an update. Goodbye. Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Tonight is the live show for These Violent Delights and I have 170 pages left and I have 2.5 hours to read it. Who thinks we can do it? Maybe not me. But I'm going to try. I'm going to do my very best. Jord is currently running me a bath because my back has been in absolute bits for a week now. And I keep forgetting that I actually have a bath and I can use it to ease my aching muscles. So Jord's running me a bath. I'm going to have a little bath bomb. I'm going to have like a bubble bath. It's going to be nice. I'm going to read in the bath. And yeah, I'm hoping I will finish this. If not, I mean, the live show is at 8 p.m. I will be doing a sprint at the beginning to finish it, if not. I don't know why I'm like this. I know that I need to read these books in time for the live show, and yet I choose not to. And I plan to, and I go, oh, I'll read it on the weekend before, and then I don't do anything on that weekend, and I just read around it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm currently on page 269. I'm still absolutely going feral for all of the interactions between Roma and Juliet. I think it's written really well, especially like just the tension between them and the angst. The angst is chef's kiss. It's still not quite a 5-star, like, kind of read at the moment, only because the plot isn't that, I want to say, sophisticated. I keep saying that in like every book I read, is like the plot isn't very sophisticated. I'm not quite sure what I mean by that. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is that like the plot isn't truly, you know, mind-blowing. The plot is maybe more of a YA level, whereas the character interactions that I'm enjoying are more of like a really well-written level, whereas the plot is maybe an afterthought. Even though the plot is kind of masquerading as the main thing in this book, they're trying to push forward. Everything's being pushed forward, to be fair. The mystery is being pushed forward. I'm enjoying the setting in particular. I'm enjoying the world building that we're getting around kind of seeing like the gangs. I want to say lantern men because I'm so used to like Jade City lingo, but like they're people who owe them rent kind of thing and who work for them and like pay them the kind of drug money, or it's not drug money, it's like money just to be left alone or whatever, like loyalty money. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think you guys get what I mean though. Like there'll be like a restaurant and they will give money to the gang because they're in the gang like area. Never mind. You can tell I'm not very gangster. But yeah, I am still really, really enjoying it. Currently really glad that I got the Fairy Loot editions, even though it's just like a block sprayed edge. It's like a nice pink. And I think the more recent one, the second one, did have nice end papers, possibly. I'll have to see. I should do a vlog for like the sequel now as well when I read it, and hopefully we'll read that soon because I am really enjoying this one. But yeah, that is my update for now. I'm going to go have a bath now and relax. I will catch up with you later. This bath bomb is about 2 years old. Who knows if it's going to work? It's an Evernight one because it's a kitty. It looks a bit old, you can tell. So let's see if this works. Oh, it's underneath the bottles. Sick. But at least it went pink. Hello. This is the final clip because, spoiler alert, I just finished these Violent Delights. There's like white bits on the edges, but I don't know if that was always there or if I was just in the bath and like touching it with like a slightly wet fingers made it come off, but I feel like I doubt that. I think that must have always been there. Anyway, to start off with, I will give you my rating. I gave it 4.5 stars. This was so close to a 5-star, but there was just a few things holding it back. I have just had my deity live show because, in case you didn't realise earlier on in the vlog, I did mention this is my deity pick for the Deity Book Club, which is my top tier on Patreon. All that shit will be in the description. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. I was pleasantly surprised because I'd heard so many mixed things about this book going into it. I had no expectations going in other than that maybe it would be a bit mediocre, and I had like kind of low expectations but hopes that it would surprise me, and it definitely did. The writing was so good. I feel like the metaphors and the way that Chloe Gong used her like writing like around the fact that this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling was done so well. Also, this book is hella queer. Pretty much every single main character is queer, and I didn't realise that. I feel like ages ago I remembered, like in the depths, the recesses of my memory, that there was a transgender character, but I'd completely forgotten up till now when I, came across her in this book. And it was written so well. And obviously that's not my experience, but I just feel like it was just done so well. There was tension for days. There was angst between the two main characters that I ate it up. Basically, I ate this shit up. I kind of knew I would like the setting because I really love Jade City. And Jade City is mainly centered around gangs in a city. And this is what that is, but also set in 1920s Shanghai. I loved the atmosphere, I loved the world building, I loved the feud between the two gangs, the reasons why. Obviously it is very reminiscent of Romeo and Juliet because it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling. So I guess you could argue maybe some of the elements aren't her own, Chloe Gong's own, that is to say. Regardless, I think this is a really well done retelling. I know Romeo and Juliet fairly well, considering I did it at GCSE, which for anyone who's not from the UK, that is kind of like the exams you take when you're 15 or 16. Yeah, I just really liked this. The only thing holding it back for me was just like, there's this logic of the fantasy element in terms of like a monster. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to read the synopsis quickly. Tearing their own throats out, a contagion, a madness, a monster in the shadows. So that's what's in the synopsis. I'm not doing any spoilers in this vlog, please don't worry. So in the synopsis it mentions a plague, a madness, and a monster. The logic of the monster really broke down for me. I did find it hard to picture the monster, whereas everything else was so clear and crisp in my mind. This monster, I was just very vague, and I was just like, I don't really get it, like what
it's meant to be, and it didn't really get explained either. So I'm hoping we do get the explanation in the sequel, of which I have right next to me. These are the Fairy Loot editions together. They're just 2 like shades of pink, and there is actually art on the back, which I'm going to get George to show you right now. I really like the artwork on these. I think that the art looks really well done. I really liked being able to look at them before going into the book, because I could see and picture these characters exactly. Although I did picture Roma as blonde, and I don't think he's blonde in these pictures. No, he has brown hair in the pictures, but I think I only pictured him as blonde because they keep talking about them being Russian, and in my head, Russian people are blonde. I know that's a stereotype, but it's what my brain came up with. And they talk about Benvolio. Sorry, his name is Benedict in this. He's blonde, but Roma is not. But I pictured him as blonde, so I'm just gonna go with it and pretend that he's blonde from now on. I'm probably not gonna picture him as brown haired at all. Very, very much enjoyed this. The characters were good, the atmosphere was good. The intrigue was very high with the monster and the plague and like what was going on, but then I didn't feel like the payoff happened with that intrigue. So the intrigue was high in terms of like the core pile rating, but then the plot and logic scores I gave weren't as high. The plot in particular I did feel was fairly generic. I feel like there's this kind of trend within YA historical fiction that has maybe a fantasy twist or something, in that they drop a mystery in there and then they go on an investigation and they find things out, and there's tension between the 2 main characters, and then some very obvious things happen, and then it's the end. And I feel like this is very reminiscent of Kingdom of the Wicked does that, as well as Stalking Jack the Ripper, but that is the same author, to be fair, as Kingdom of the Wicked, so maybe she just has a trend within herself. I'm trying to think of other things. Shadowhunters kind of follows that. Please don't hate me. When I say Shadowhunters, I do mean specifically the Clockwork ones. The Infernal Devices follow that a little bit, in terms of like, oh, there's a mystery and someone's killing people somehow, and there's an evil man and he's gonna do bad, and it's blah. Like, that's just kind of like the generic kind of YA plotline I've seen cropping up. So for me, that wasn't super special, but it was elevated by the style of the writing, as well as the fact that it was a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I think that all really elevated that sort of mediocre plotline. If you look at it by itself, it elevated it to a higher level for me personally. It just wasn't like the most sophisticated or the best part of the book, in my opinion. I think the character interactions were the best part of the book. I really, really enjoyed all the interactions between Roma and Juliet. It is peak like badass girl who's had her heart broken, and like there's constantly like knives being held to throats, guns being held to throats, guns being held to ribs. Like, oh, the angst and the tension really, really is chef's kiss. And I genuinely would recommend reading this if you like Jade City or if you like Romeo and Juliet, because a lot of the elements of Romeo and Juliet were either just referred to or incorporated really well into it, in my opinion. I'm not like a Shakespeare stan. I am not like one of those people who like really, really loves classics, and like I think maybe if you're one of those types of people, you possibly wouldn't like this, only because she does take liberties with the story elements. But is that not the point of a retelling? You tell me. I am very much looking forward to the sequel. Please let me know if you would like to see a sequel vlog. The kind of only reason I did a vlog for this was because I intended to read it in one day and do like a spend the day with me vlog, but it's turned into spend 4 days with me whilst I read this before the live show, because I can't control my impulses and I read everything last minute.
For 4 days instead of 1.
I have many other vlogs.
This is the first finishing clip you filmed in
months. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Once again, this is a 4.5 star. Would highly recommend this to anyone who really likes historical fiction with that fantasy twist. Anyone who likes historical fiction in general. Spoops should read this, that's what I think. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. There are more vlogs coming, there are more videos coming. I am just a bit dead-brained right now. Brain dead, dead-brained. I literally said the word moo earlier instead of saying like a word or like saying a sentence. That's how like dead I am right now. And my exams are looming again. I'm so sorry. It feels like they've come around again so soon. My exams are coming again at the beginning of June. So all of May is going to be pretty much time to get down to business in terms of studying. But I'm going to keep my head up. I'm going to try and at least do 1 video a week. That's what I've been doing for the past like 6 weeks. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like below. Leave me a little knife emoji in the comments if you were here but you didn't really have anything to say but wanted to let me know that you were here. All of my links are in the description, including my Patreon. And if you don't know what goes on my Patreon, then this is what you're missing out on. Almost like noir films. I don't know if anyone's ever played LA Noire. You know, like it's got that really deep voice, kind of voiceover at the beginning. It's like New York, 1682 or like 9859. It was the war. There's like horns music. There's horn music. It's like, and then there's like, it's black and white, and then it'll like go into color. Like that is how I felt like this was written. I don't know if that made any fucking sense. Speaking of my Patreon, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone at my deity tier. So that is Becca, Meg, Rachel, Lisa, Lydia, Mercy, Sarah, Tori, Liv, Adinda, Celeste, Britt, Marloose, Kay, Hannah, William, Chris, Andy, Lauren, Kate, Kendra, Ashley, Frog, Lynn, Amy, Rye, Jenny, Hattie, Katie, Heather, and Aslaug. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!